There she is.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. So, I'm not sure what this is here. I'll have a look, open her all up. I'm sitting on the floor because my desk isn't big enough for this kind of stuff. And also, oh, that hurt. Also, it's more comfortable like this anyway, so. I'm not sure what this is right here. Oh, this is my model glue that I have. So I have an old Bulldog, and I forgot that this was also coming in today. So this is basically model cement. I forgot this was coming today. Yep, there it is. So I will leave that up here for later. And now let's get to the subwoofer. Open it from the top here. Oopsie daisy. I'm gonna keep this open up here just for now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna still need it. So these are all the cables and stuff in here in this little box. And then here's the subwoofer itself. This thing is giant, so it's gonna come out through the side here. I'm gonna try to keep the packaging intact too in case if I need to return it. So I'm gonna try my best not to damage it. Good grief. There she is. Get this piece off. Looks like this is the manual for it. I'll just leave that there. This thing better rumble. There we go. So this is the I don't know how to say that name. Bestisan 8-inch subwoofer. So this, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this will go with these other two speakers back here. And this, I bought this to help balance basically other bass and whatever. I'm not sure what all these controls are here other than volume, hertz level, in and out stuff. So, and then I guess the power cables. Here is the air port for where the air comes through. So that goes through the back there. This thing is pretty heavy, so I think it's 15 pounds, which is a little lighter for 8-inch, but it should work for what I want to use it for. So I just wanted it to balance other bass. I can't really see anything past the net here. It looks good. There's a little bit of dust and stuff on it, but that's completely normal. Anyway, I'm gonna plug her in and get her all hooked up and get her tuned, and then I'll let you know what I think of the sound. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, so first impressions. Obviously all my speakers are going crazy, including the subwoofer, because I don't have anything plugged into it. It's all it's getting is air. So first initial thoughts. It's good. It's perfectly balanced for these two guys right here. It's not as powerful as I thought it was going to be. It's rated 100 watts, so I guess I just can't really hear it too well because we have my 80 watt King right there, and then I have the 50 watt D8 right here. So, but as I was saying earlier, for my setup, these two speakers are going to stay. This one here, this other little one, for better surround and stuff, I'm going to have an extension cord go all the way around my room here, and hopefully I can get one back there. That way it's a little more balanced. Maybe we'll be able to hear a little more bass. That way these two speakers don't overtake the sub completely. I think it was worth it. I think it's a good balance. Again, it's not as heavy as I was expecting it, but I was kind of expecting that because, like I said, it's a little bit of a lighter subwoofer for an 8-inch. This one's, I think, gosh, what did they rate it at? 100 watts, 80 watts, 60, I don't know. I think it was like 60 RMS or something. But its peak is 100. I have it set to max volume because I have all these actually set to max volume with the speakers, and then I let my phone or my computer just control the overall volume. That way all of these are balanced. So if I want to tell that to display half, which is 40 watts, then it will. And if I want to tell that to display half, that'll display 25 watts, which is 50% as well. So it'll work in its favor. So yeah, it's a nice little sub. I think I would have probably, if I get another one, I'm probably gonna get one that is 20 something pounds, because I think the heaviest one I saw was like 23 pounds. This one, like I said, is only like 16. So maybe then I'll get kind of the heavierness that I was looking for. But again, it could be as well because these two Kings are kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of overmatching it. Just, you know, I don't know how exactly how that should work, but I'm not disappointed with it. I think it balances everything perfectly. It's what I was looking for. The cables are long enough so I plugged in my sub there, and my King I had to plug in there, and then that one is also plugged into there as well. So I've got to kind of fix my outlet situation, but yeah, and then I'll plug that one in probably by that outlet, or I do have an extender underneath my bed. I'll probably plug that in too. Just it'll look a little bit cleaner. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have. It's a nice little sub. I'll do an actual review on it later, but this, like I said, this is just first impressions. I'm sorry that the noise is annoying, so I'm gonna stop talking now. But anyway, hope that this helps a little bit. Yeah, it'll work. For now, it'll work. It's my first sub. I wanted to try it out, and so far, so good. Different camera. So here I am about a week and a half later, 2 weeks later. So final thoughts on the speaker, on this 8-inch subwoofer. It's good. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd go a little more expensive if you don't have any other speakers that also have a little bit of bass. Like I said, I only got the lighter one because my W-King D9 or T91, I'm sorry, already has a little bit. It can do the first type of bass. I think it's like VA or V1 or something like that. And then the second type is actually the name of a flower, some kind of plant. I can't remember what it is, but you smart guys out there will know. But yeah, I decided to take off the D8 off of it for a while because it just felt a little bit, it just doesn't really feel like it really did anything. What I plan on doing is getting another King, and I think 2 Kings would balance a regular heavier 8-inch perfectly. But because, like I said, this is underweight, 1 is plenty. I think that if you match an 80 watts total, so like if you had 2 40s, like for example, I could have 2 of those smaller Kings and it would balance the sub just fine. Same thing with these bigger Kings, it would be even better because it can help support it with the first type of bass, like I said. But if you want it to be like heavy, then I would recommend getting something a little more expensive, or even building one yourself, which you can do you can build yourself a really good one for like $200. This one's just over $100. But yeah, it was worth it. I'm not disappointed in it at all. Would I buy it again? Probably, if I wanted to set it up for, like, let's say my brother's room or something. If he wants one, or whoever, I would get them one. But yeah, I'm not disappointed with it. So I haven't really had any issues as of yet with it, which is why I waited 2 weeks to say anything. But if we have a look here, I do have extended cables. Like I said, I'll show you this real quick. So this is where my phone plugs in, or I can plug this into my laptop. Big extension cord here. And then I have a 3-way cross cord here. So that goes into one and it connects to the extension. Then, like I said, this splits 3 ways. So I have a pair of earbuds in here because if you don't, like you heard earlier, it's going to cause a really annoying noise. So do keep that in mind. So this one is for the W King, goes in the back there. And then the other one obviously leads to the subwoofer in the back. So if you want to make sure it's on, you just look behind it. You can see a little blue glare from there. And that's the indicator button that'll tell you that it's on. I'm actually gonna turn this around and show you. So the way I have it set, let me turn on the light real quick. The way I have it set is because this is such a really kind of lowish balanced. So the way that I have it is I have the switch here set to the normal mode. So that means that this is just an extended speaker. If you switch this, from what I understand, is it swaps roles of what this plays. So like this right now is the secondary speaker is what this switch is telling it. And if I switch it to this, then that'll means that it's the primary bass speaker, which isn't true in my case. So I'm gonna leave it switched off. You've got your cables back here connected. So then you have the blue light indicator. You have your power button right here, which is what this button is right underneath my thumb. And then that will turn red when it's off. This top lever here is for your volume. I have it, like I said, I have all of them set to full blast because I want them to be equal together and not have to worry about turning up one or turning up all. I can do that all with just my computer or my phone. And then this one here is the Hertz Response. So the higher you have it, you'll be able to hear a little bit of actual volume from this. I don't need that because, like I said, I already have a big King that does that for me. This was just to back it up with bass and with drum beats. And the drum beat, it also does very well too. I forgot to mention that. And then the Hertz, like I said, I have it to the lowest volume because it will give me a little bit deeper bass because of that. And also part of that is because it's focused on that rather than also displaying a little bit of actual vocals and stuff like that. So that's why I have it set to that. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's strong. I have no complaints. So if you're hesitant to get it, it's perfect for a room like this size here that I have. It'll work pretty much anywhere. It's not waterproof, so keep that in mind. So if you're gonna have it outdoors, yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you are really picky about it and you're still having doubts about it, take it from me. I'm very picky about quality of sound, so like I said, I would recommend it if you already have speakers like the King does that already give a little bit of bass. So if you want to balance it a little bit better, make it a little bit deeper, this is perfect. If not, go with a bigger sub. But yeah, if you do get this, you're not going to be disappointed. Even full blast, it doesn't really shake the house too much, which is nice. Like, I play it full blast all the time. That's just who I am. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If there's any questions, just leave them below. I'll try to provide as much information as I can. Like I said, I believe it is 100 watt power peak. RMS, I believe it's 60. Don't quote me on that though, but I believe that's what it said. And yeah, it was worth it. I was looking at the $70 ones of this that were 6 inches, but this, because of its size, it looked a lot more promising. So the way that I feel with this one specifically is that if you have speakers already that have good bass, then match it with the same size woofer. So for example, this is an 8-inch, and the W King T91 over there, by the way, I have a review on that. Go check it out, link in description. That has 2 4-inch woofers. So matching them, I feel like, is perfect for this. And that's the way that I would recommend that if you're trying to figure out a good balance. That, for me, seems to work the best. But the one thing that I do notice about the King with certain types of bass, it will drop the overall volume just to try to be able to display a little bit of that bass. So do keep that in mind as well. So other than that, it for the most part, it's pretty much works. Like I said, I don't have any complaints about it. I was lucky. I got it on sale for $80. It was like 22% off, so I bought it for, you know, $88 or $78. I'm sorry. Instead of the full 100. It used to be like 130, and then it reduced again, and then I bought it while I was on sale. So keep an eye out for that. I got this from Amazon. I'll also leave a link to that in the description below, so you can go to the direct link and look at it for yourself. It took me about, I don't know, a week to get here, which is average. So if you're wanting to get it in a hurry, you can. You can also order it sooner, or for it to arrive sooner. So I think the earliest they'll do it is like 3 days or something like that, depending on how much you're willing to pay for shipping and all that. But these are my last final thoughts. I hope it helps you guys out. I looked for reviews on YouTube myself to find this, and I couldn't find it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be willing to take that chance and spend $100 and, you know, try it out for myself. So I hope this helps a lot of people out. And if it does, that's awesome. If not, then this was just another fun experience for me to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, just leave them down below in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for 8 inches, let me know, because I'm looking at some more speakers myself. So when I get a vehicle, I'm going to install an 8-inch in mine. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.